So during that break, I actually went and... Ooh, I really like the lighting here. Sorry, ADD. I went and watched Dawn of the Seeker. Now, for those of you who don't know what that is, it is a really sweet little animated movie that BioWare and EA put out. As a warning, it is really anime-y. So if you're not into like the weird anime tropes, it's got a lot of that. Personally, I don't mind it too much, but I think some of it's a bit ridiculous, and it's got a few moments where I was just like, really, that's what you're gonna do. However, with that being said, it has a unique animated style. I haven't really seen anything like that before. It's really well written, and it's just good. It's really good. I would highly suggest getting it. You can buy it on Blu-ray too, so if you really wanted, it as a thing, I'm pretty sure you could go nuts with it and have it as like a collector's item. Anyways, Dawn of the Seeker is this little story about Cassandra, or Cassandra. I guess that's the better way of pronouncing it, because Cassandra is it's very American, isn't it? But everybody in this game is like got almost a British accent, unless you're a Canary. So I guess it is, especially the way everybody else says it, it's Cassandra. Ooh, a sacrificial dagger. Whatever. Altar of Dumas. An ancient Tevinter item was abandoned in the prison. For it to have been brought here, it must have some use. The ancient Tevinter dagger is intended for use in a ritual sacrifice. Okay. Well, I don't see a dagger anywhere there or there, so I'm going to assume that this quest will just be a thing that we do. So yeah, it's a story about Cassandra and how she is the way she is. It's a story that takes place before the events of Dragon Age 2, and the story ends. Do I want to use my abilities on this guy, or is it ogre? Probably the ogre. Can I stun that ogre? Nope. So the story ends in Dawn of the Seeker with basically Cassandra getting her orders to go find Hawke. That's the general idea of how it ends. So you can assume that at the very end of the story, I'm trying not to give any spoilers here. The very end of the story, it feels as if the events of Kirkwall had happened in like a interim break that they have, and then obviously she gets her orders to go find Hawke. So I've learned a lot of stuff about the story that I want to share with you guys as I kill this thing inevitably. So I learned about the Seekers. I didn't really know what the Seekers were before, to be honest. Like I had a brief idea, but it didn't actually encompass all that they are. So the Seekers are short for the Seekers of Truth, and they work for the Chantry, obviously. But they aren't Templars. In fact, the Templars don't really like the Seekers, because the Seekers are used to, I guess, enforce law with the Chantry. And if there's ever something weird going on with the Templars or the mages, especially the Templars, the Seekers are brought in to get to the bottom of it. So, therefore, why am I not moving? Thank you. The Templars don't really like the Seekers, because if the Seekers are around, it typically means bad stuff is happening. Ooh. Pillar of Mana, Stamina Drain, Armor Penetration, Attack Speed, or Health Drain. I ignore armor, so armor penetration is useless. Attack speed is pretty good. Health drain is pretty good. Mana stamina drain is also pretty good, because I use a lot of stamina, but I don't know if it gives it to me, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go with attack speed here. Nice. I like how I'm just beefing this thing up. Plus 2% attack speed. Not bad. I'll take it. I actually really like the look of the dagger too. kind of matches my gear, which, as you know, is the most important part to me. So, yeah, the Seekers are a bit of an enforcer. They are really good at what they do. You have to be an exceptionally good Templar to be turned into a Seeker.
The magic grows lax. He feels us walk where no step goes.
Investigate. Who is walking?
Are you talking about Corypheus?
He calls like an old god. He mimics their cry. He calls them to free him. The dark children and the light. Any with taint in their blood.
If Corypheus isn't an old god, what is he? Human? Demon? Darkspawn?
More than darkspawn. More than human. He thinks. He talks. He pierces the veil. He wants what was once his.
When you run off, where do you go?
I know the darkness before the seals. Here, the voice is too strong. I cannot stay.
Okay, and he just skitters off. So it goes without saying that Cassandra, I'm gonna start saying it the way everybody else says it, is a Seeker, because even Varric constantly calls her Seeker. He never actually calls her Cassandra, he just says Seeker. So she obviously is a Seeker, which means she's extremely good at what she does. And Dawn of the Seeker, you figure out she has a bit of an anger problem, but she solves that in the movie. In the movie. I was gonna call it in like a short story, but it's a movie. What the heck are those? Oh, those are the little things from the Deep Roads. Gotcha. Oh, are we in the Deep Roads? Certainly looks like it. I really like the green. It reminds me of a lot of the stuff they're doing in Inquisition with the veil being torn and all that. So, where was I on the Seekers? They enforce the justice, and here's the thing: there's like a hierarchy here. So you have like the Knight Commander of the Templars. Well, the equivalent of that is like the Master Seeker or something. I don't remember. Ooh, Deep Road Safari. I think that's kill one of each type of enemy while on this DLC. Yeah, it's like Master Seeker or Head Seeker or something. I don't remember the actual title for it. But his job is basically to control all of the other Seekers and to report directly to the Divine themselves. And, well, and honestly, kind of carry out dirty work. I know it sounds kind of weird because they're enforcing justice, but it's more or less doing stuff that nobody else really would want to do because it makes you seem really mean. So it's kind of a cool little dynamic they have going on there. And the fact that the Seekers are introduced, I don't remember them ever being mentioned in Origins, but it's really cool that they're introduced in 2. And the fact that the movie gives you more detail on them, I like it a lot. I really like it. So knowing more about who the Seekers are, I'm actually getting the gist of a couple things. One of which is who Cassandra is. She's got
a Dwarven unit that wears that armor, the Legion of the Dead.
Yep.
I met a few at Ostagar.
Yeah, and I've
Normally they never
known
use
one.
the deep roads. They're the vanguard against the Darkspawn or something.
Or something. Yeah, that's basically what they are.
I wonder if this Tethras has anything to do with Varric's family. It's a sad story.
I would have been kind of cool to have Eric along for this. Yeah, so I don't want to spoil the movie in case none of you have seen it, but I would really suggest watching it. It was enjoyable. It wasn't the best thing I've ever seen, but it was bearable enough. And you find out that Cassandra, because it's not like a Jedi thing, right? Some people assume that the Chantry are like the Jedi, where you just can't have relationships, right? That's not true, actually.
And ended up trapped here. I wish we had a way to tell their families.
I wonder if Tethras Garen's body is still down here.
So Cassandra ends up being interested in someone, and it's actually pretty obvious once you watch it. It's like the first person that they introduce to you that she really has to work with, but he's a mage, right? Which is almost a conflict of interest because she kind of hates mages. I would say she hates blood mages, but it's a general hatred for all things mages. Everybody's kind of low on HP, and I don't really have an AoE yet, so I think we're just gonna have to kill through things. So Cassandra's backstory is Pentagast, her last name. It's for a tribe of people who are dragon slayers, and these blood mages came to her village and basically murdered everybody, including her brother, and that was right in front of her eyes. So because of that, she kind of hates mages, which I would say is her impetus for joining the Templars, the Chantry, and therefore the Seekers. But
The water's on fire. I don't think that's good.
no, it's probably not good. Yeah, the thing with that, you know, with kind of having a hatred towards mages, just being predisposed to that, is you kind of find out that some of that anger that she has pent up is, you know, is redeemable. They're able to fix her anger issues. You kind of see a little bit of her temper in Dragon Age 2, I'd say, especially when she's dealing with Varric. And Varric and her
torches.
totally don't
Should we light
have...
them?
Maybe? Is this a puzzle? Varric and her don't have, like, the best of relationships. Because she finds him just obnoxious, right? Did I do it? No. Okay. Oh gosh, I bet there's a pattern to this. Okay. Someone lights that one, or that one. I've got all three of those up. This one turns off that one. I can turn that one back on. What if I hit this one? No, that turns off too much. What if I hit this one? Turns off all those. I'm like back to where I started. Okay, this is not helpful. Or is it? Crap. I bet if I just click on these enough, I'll figure it out. I know that's not a good way to do it, but eventually I'll get it. I should probably just open the wiki back up, because this is going... Oh, I got it. I was gonna say this is gonna take a while. Didn't it? I got it. Ooh. That's not bad. Would be really good for that rogue tank I was talking about. So Cassandra's backstory too. I'm going to talk about this for a while because I think the whole Seeker thing is really interesting to me. The fact that she is predisposed to hating mages and yet is...
Blessed are you, Dumart, silent and strong, secret and wise. Accept these offerings and share your strength.
Yeah, she's predisposed to hating mages, but is trying to come to the bottom of what happens in Kirkwall. But she wants the truth, which I like. Let's place the sacrifices, I think. What does each one do? Nothing happens. The altar has receptacles for 4 sacrificial items. I've only gathered 2. I'll be back. Yeah. I'm curious why Cassandra becomes a party... That's a dead, broken up spider. That's gross. Why she becomes a party member in Inquisition. Obviously, I'm assuming, joins the Inquisition. So then therefore she would become a party member. But why? What would lead her to joining the Inquisition? That I'm looking forward to hearing about in a few weeks' time. Not to mention the fact that I'm curious what her relationship to Varric will be. Because you can have Varric in your party. So are they going to hate each other? Are they going to respect each other? Like, what's that all going to be like? It's just going to be really, really interesting. liked the character of Cassandra before watching the movie. Relatively, like, I understood her purpose within the story, but now that I kind of understand her backstory, which, I mean, that goes all back to what I are constantly saying about, wow, this is a lot of things to kill. What I'm constantly saying about, like, the way I create characters in RPGs, such as Star Wars, and how I gave the guide for character creations. Once you have a backstory, you have motivation. Once you have motivation, your character starts to kind of take shape. It makes sense. And with Cassandra, now that I know her backstory with the movie, it makes sense now. It makes a lot more sense. But man, she is just awesome. She is really good. And in fact,
Better to simply burn the body to purify it and release his soul to the Maker.
Not everyone shares your beliefs. If this is how it's done here, we should show these dwarves our respect.
Let's get the urn. And come over here. Man, I keep thinking about that movie now. It is very anime-y. They got a lot of those moments. Not gonna lie.
Atras Tunsha, Totania Amigto Tavashaiduk.
I beg your pardon? What did I just... Doomlord? What the heck is Doomlord? That'd have been a neck piece. 27 defense, jeez. What is she using? 1 to all attributes, 20 health, and 529 fire resistance. I don't know, 27 defense is pretty good. 13% magical resistance. They're both pretty good. I don't know. I'm going to switch that out because I think defense is better for her, maybe? Whatever. I'll just give her the epic one. And we'll go with that. Also, is there anything over here? Doesn't look like it. You never know. You always gotta check. It's the loot thing. Map. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting too far away. I think I gotta find one more item before I go back to that sacrifice thing. Really? It's gonna shield bash me into the wall there. How about I just do this? Taking care. Ooh, a pile of bones. See, this is why I always check every nook and cranny. I would have missed that, and I would have been embarrassed. Would have been incredibly embarrassed. But we got it. Oh, also, you're introduced to a few more characters, and where am I supposed to be going? I'm gonna go this way. In the movie that we haven't really met before, like you meet the Divine, who's kind of the head honcho for the Chantry. And we've heard about her before, especially in Dragon Age 2. And I'm pretty sure Leliana's mentioned a lot of stuff with that, but you never really meet her until watching that movie. And some of the voice actors they used, I thought was really funny. They used 3 voice actors from Borderlands 2 that they didn't do Borderlands 2 before the movie. They did the movie before Borderlands 2. So it's kind of funny. It was like a bit of a reunion, I guess, when they did Borderlands 2. So the mage that Cassandra has a thing with is Sir Hammerlock. Cassandra herself is not voiced by the same voice actress that does her for everything else. Instead, it was voice acted by the girl who does Lilith in Borderlands 2. And then Mad Moxie is also a character. It's funny. It's really funny. Journal. Altar of Dumas. Okay. Did I get the stuff? I don't know. I think I got something from back there. A small purse. That's not what I'm looking for. I don't know if I should go back right away. Yeah, we're reaching the top here. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to check it real quick. It's fine if I have to run all the way back. I don't really mind. I'm in for the long run on this. I'm pretty much just going to play through the rest of the game. Not that it matters to you guys, because the episodes will still pop up whenever. But, you know, I'm feeling like I'm close enough to the end of the game, close enough to the end of this DLC, that I just do it all in one sitting. So that's what That's what I plan to do, especially now that I'm pretty caught up on everything after being sick. That's always the problem with getting sick, is you're caught up on stuff beforehand, and then you get sick, and then you get behind, and you have to catch back up. And as you guys well know, I release a video every single day, so being caught up is very helpful. I don't know if I picked up 2 items.
Silent and strong.
Yeah, shut up.
Secret and wise.
Play sacrifice.
Accept these offerings and share your strength.
Nothing happens. I'm missing one. I don't want to defile it either. I don't think I missed anything back there. We're just gonna go to the. You know, I'm gonna quick save now. And if I miss something, I'll just reload it if I need to. But let's go up to the top and see what exactly is up there. I really like that dwarven architecture. Pretty sweet. The main reason why is because it mimics the dwarven architecture that you see in Origins, which is kind of cool because the rest of the graphic style or art style, artistic vision, was changed for Dragon Age 2 and is most certainly changed for Inquisition. So it's kind of cool to see a little bit of the architecture remain. In fact, the whole place has got that Deep Roads vibe, minus the like creepy water, the smoke everywhere. Everything else feels very Deep Roads. What am I going to encounter? I have no idea. Another one of these. Okay, let's do it. Break that seal. Wonder what buff this will give me. Oh, let's debuff him. May as well. Got the upgrade for that. May as well use it. Oh, I know I hit assassinate. How much damage should I do to him? I don't know because there's so many of them. Let's get my dog out. Oh, the green fire is so cool. I really like it because it totally shows that they had a vision for Inquisition before they even started it. Actually, that's probably not accurate. I should probably use these two. They probably started Inquisition by the time they were working on Legacy. Because it was, I think it was as they were working on Legacy that they realized that nobody wanted to buy the DLC, so they moved everything onto Inquisition. I'm curious what the other DLC would have been. Maybe they'll release like a comic book thing for it. I mean, they have plenty of comics already. Stun chance, critical damage, critical chance, or speed reduction. Critical damage, for sure.